Hey everyone, I'm Throne64 here, and today we are here to continue on some more Ape Escape for the Sony PlayStation. Now, we're here to continue our ensemble of collecting the rest of the apes before we get to Specter again. Let's just go. I don't really have much of a super crazy intro to segue into this. Because like I said, there's no cutscenes, there's no extra Jake missions, this is it. Just one? Okay. Could you imagine how quickly we can get through this one if just all three of these were just one? But I know I'm also missing some Specter points. Anyway. Crash Team Rumble. By this time, it's been out for a few weeks now. Oh, and it's just right here? Oh, say less. Anyway, Crash Team Rumble has been out for a few weeks now, and I'm enjoying this. I'm absolutely enjoying the game. I think I see myself more as a booster, then blocker, then scorer. If I have to give myself like a rating of how far I could go in terms of efficiency. My thing is with Embryo specifically as the blocker. I'll try to keep this short since I think this video is also going to be short if I'm only catching so few apes. What the heck did they do with Embryo and Rumble? Okay, 3 apes and 1 Specter coin. No, seriously though, what the heck did they do to my boy in that game? Legitimately, I see no reason to play him as a blocker. It's not like he's the worst character in the game. Unfortunately, even though he's not the worst, he's definitely a contender for it. Because he's already the least efficient blocker in the game. And then with Ripperoo, you have this one character who, just like with Entropy, has the mobility, may not have the damage, but basically have the efficiency of being being one of the best blockers of the game's like current. I don't want to say meta, but current like roster. My main thing about him is that like he's really slow. His damage output is good. But it's like he's too slow. He doesn't really have that much help unless you go into the monster form. The monster form itself doesn't even help you from the block. The whole issue with the knockback, at least not with every attack in the game. So it's like your best utility, and you still can get easily locked out by other characters, just basic tools. Like this is your main thing with Embryo, and you can easily get shut out by just other characters. There's not really much he has to offer other than the slime monsters. And funnily enough, the slime monsters add so much efficiency to his kit if he was a booster. I don't know. It's just like with his kit, like his current kit, it feels like he's more equipped to be a booster than a blocker. He can make it work, especially with the monster, and I do see that Specter coin. He can make it work. It's just, oh my goodness. I think my main issue is that the difficulty curve that you need to learn for Embryo is not properly rewarded for how you have to learn about how to learn his kit. Entropy is definitely harder, but she definitely has much more she definitely gives much more output for what you have to learn for the character versus Embryo. Oh, and that's another thing. He also isn't that great for. He also has the contender for like Coco and Cortex, as he can only give what 91 per foot, I think, per deposit max. And again, this wouldn't be so bad if it weren't for the fact that Dingodile and Entropy both could easily, and I mean so easily, do basically everything he can do but better. Again, 3 apes, 1 Specter coin. I just really wish you. I think with future updates, the only thing about him is just that like so many of his stats do not favor him as a blocker, yet he's assigned as a blocker in the game. That's my main issue with it. The difficulty curve is one thing, but the fact that he's supposed to be a blocker, and yet much of his stats and general kit leans to him being more of a booster than a blocker. It just feels so awkward trying to play him. I guess that's really the best, if not only way I could really put this into good words here. And just to give you the idea again, he has low health, he's slow on mobility, his best utility, the monster transformation, can get snuffed up by basic knockback inducing attacks. I know it's kind of weird mentioning all this on a freaking video about Ape Escape, but it's like, there really isn't much else to talk about this game, since we are pretty much nearly done with this. The only thing left is to look forward to Specter. But like, I guess I could try talking more about the anime episodes, but I didn't get to go through a good chunk of them, so I think I'll hold off from that until we get to the extra part, because by then I think I'll be watching a lot more episodes. And in case you're watching this for the future, hey, what's up? Did Embryo get buffed yet? I really hope he did. Because holy frick, someone help him. And again, like, his kit and everything is fine. My issue is not with his kit. It's that health, mobility, and everything he's sacrificing is not... Oh, frick. It's not well compensated for what he's supposed to be as a blocker. Especially when there's other characters who can either do what he does, but at a more efficient or effective rate, or just flat out has universally, like, I don't want to say better stats, but I want to say, I want to concentrate on this trick here. Hold on. Either that, or just generally has his same game plan, but can execute it in a more effective and efficient manner than he can. I feel like once the game starts actually developing within the first season, more people will start seeing these glaring weaknesses. Or at least I hope they do, because I can't imagine trying to go through all this, and then somehow he gets even worse as the game goes on. Although I have seen those patches, and I have seen some awareness that they did with the movement exploits you can have with Cortex and Kappa. Kappa can basically just fly forever, and Cortex, even if you use both of his jumps, if you use just one or both of his air dashes, he gets his ability to jump again. So it's like you can get up to 3 dashes and 2 jumps. Wait, I think... Oh, you know what? I know which one I'm missing too. I thought it was all down up here. Okay. But yeah, that's the general game plan of what we're looking at here. Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Okay. I saw a cookie dispenser somewhere here. Oh, there we go. Definitely need it now. Bro! But nah. That's my current thoughts on Rumble is right now. Like, fun game, absolutely great. I'm not sure how I feel about the whole limiting aspect of unlocking characters throughout the season, especially when there's like a time limit. And remember, this is a time limit on top of the game itself being $30 to $40. So it's like, what's the time limit for? Like, there's a bug with Ripperoos, and you could just unlock them in one day if you really wanted to. Or 2, however long you want to play the game. But this is something we're complaining about with the future in mind. Just to let you know that today was, like, this instance is only a bug, but in the future, there's a very good chance we're going to start seeing that whole like 24-hour limit and everything. It just makes you wonder why not just give us the character now at this point. But since we are finished with this era, I guess we could actually go back and see if we can find that one Specter coin in Dexter's Island. Thankfully, once you capture all the apes, you can still visit the level. And this is all just for a Specter coin. I don't think it'll be this early in the level. Wait, how did I miss this one? I could have sworn I got on that one. Are you serious? Well, you know what? That just makes this video a lot easier to get through. Collect the coin and get out. So yeah, in the next part we'll be taking care of the new Freezeland, well not new Freezeland, the medieval mayhem, and then after that, Futurama. Oh my god. Cause like this is basically like what? 1, 2, 3 more parts, including the fact that we're gonna have to fight Specter again. Yeah, I'd say we got 3 more parts left in this playthrough and we're pretty much done. Then it's all the extra stuff that I will be showing off, which I think this might actually be the most expansive extra videos to do because of the 2 extras. But hey, we'll worry about that later. This is Professor and Natalie. Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay insane, stay natural, so to the just you're alive, and of course, as always, stay warped. Stay warped! And please buff Embryo. At least buff his health or something.